Whitney back here one more time. And forget the Sting. Let's talk about Canada-U.S. We're like 3 fights in the first.
3 fights. Well,
two fights in the first 3
yeah.
seconds.
That's a pretty historic rivalry.
Well, were they hanging out somewhere last night and said, hey,
It might have been.
we should all do this fight thing and we'll make history. Is this a Trump and Trudeau thing? Or
I don't know. You got to put on a good show, right?
I guess, but I want to see a hockey game too.
Yeah,
but anyway, they're back at it. Finally, there's a hockey game going on there. But I suspect we're going to see more. They're setting the tone out there. Fun fact, Canada's goalie played for Owen Sound. Oh, okay, nice to know. And we hit 40K, did we? It says 36 on mine, but I don't know. Keep going anyway until we end this one. I know Nathan's going to have a lot to say here, but what are your thoughts out there? You see, like, we're winning, we're playing well.
Yeah.
And then, like, the first one that the Sioux got, it was like we let the puck go and we opened it up for them.
They really took their foot off the gas.
Is that it?
Most of those goals were just being slow on the back check, just being out of position. It was like an odd man. But let's talk about that beautiful snipe by Diorio early in the first there. That was an amazing shot.
It's not who I was expecting to get the goal, but he digs in. You know what? He
has a great shot.
Yeah, he does. He's not a high goal scorer.
No, he sets up a lot for other guys. He's more of an assist guy, but when he fires one off, he fires one off. It's a great shot.
Well, he's second overall pick for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And but as we spoke about the Mignosa there.
Yeah. Oh, 2 goals tonight.
2 goals tonight, right? I mean,
beautiful
that's
goals
and
too.
Brady Smith, who's no stranger to scoring goals either for the Sioux. So 2 of the powerhouses on that Sioux team took advantage of. I hate to say, but Sarnia Sting gave him those opportunities.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, one of them was shorthanded. Like,
right.
What are you doing there, boys? Most of the power plays were in their other end there.
Yeah. So what happened? Why did the Sting do that? Did we get lazy out there?
I think it's just taking your foot off the gas a bit too much, because it's just it's just not being there on the puck, right? They're getting out-skated back to their end. The Sioux are firing up a bit, and they're just getting out-skated back to their end. They're letting them go all the way down the end before they even, get on them.
Are we not hungry enough out there? Is that
I don't know?
Because I thought we were in the first period.
The first period they were looking really good, and then I don't know if they're tired or what's up, but they just really let off the gas. I think they need to crank it back up, and it's still a very winnable, because it's still 24 to 20 shots.
Yeah. Well,
still anybody's
it
game.
is, right?
But they're on the back foot now. They really need to get some momentum going out there again in the third.
I would like to see some more shots on goal. I think we're still low in that category.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like 24 shots on goal is pretty good, but a lot of those came from the power play, I think. So.
Yeah. Well, we had power play.
Yeah, 3 power plays that we weren't. We have a historically bad power play. It's one of the worst in the league.
I didn't get my hopes up. I even said it on the TikTok.
The Sioux have a really good PK as well. So
right. So those combos together, it's not in our favor. Right?
Liam Beamish. Hopefully he's not out for a while.
It was. We couldn't tell 100%, but it was him.
He was right in front of me there. That was a brutal.
Well, when Jennifer Love comes out,
Yeah.
the athletic therapist for the Sting, that's a clue. And he wasn't, sometimes you see them facing down, and they're rolling around trying to, he was just down on his back.
No, if you saw on the replay, he was, it was just a bad collision. Nobody's fault, really, but he was just a bit out of position. The Sioux guy came up. Both of his legs just went right into his knee sideways.
There was no penalty called either.
Backed it. Well, it wasn't a penalty, right? It's just a collision that went bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully he recovers pretty soon.
Injuries have not been a favor to this team for the last several seasons.
Yeah, for sure.
If we go back to Nolan Dillingham and off, and then there's been a list that it's just and this is not the time for injuries.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I don't know what they can do better, but their power play, they need to change something up. They do a lot of just taking one-timers from out in the in the circle or the blue line or back there. I don't know. It's not working. It's just not working. I don't know if it's just they don't, they're not getting good enough shots off or what, but whatever they're doing, it's not working. So I think maybe next year it's getting a little late in the season to kind of revamp your power play. But
regroup, come out here in the third period and take advantage of this final opportunity.
Yeah.
Both teams gonna start with a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah. There was a nice little fight there at the end. I caught the end of there.
I missed it, but I caught.
Yeah, I was right
blinked.
at the boards down there. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming up, Matt. I know we're going to cut this short. We want Nathan to jump in here and see what he has to say. He's a real, kind of a hockey pro kind of guy.
A little bit of a hockey nerd.
So you go enjoy the rest of the game.
I will.
I know both Connor and I are grateful for you stepping in here.
Yeah, no problem.
Tonight.
Anytime.
You want to hand those headsets over to Nathan?
Sure. Pass the torch there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we're jumping on?
Yeah. Thanks again, Matt. Right on, buddy. All right. Well, here we go. Okay, we're live there. Look at him. He's like, yeah, give me the microphone.
Give me all the mics.
And TikTok. This is Nathan joining me in here. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
On. So, I mean, we saw a really good first period out there with the Sarnia Sting. We were talking, Matt and I, about, they really played an excellent period. Both teams, quite honestly.
Yeah.
We were first to get to the board with Diorio.
Yeah.
I could hear you moaning and groaning over here. I was saying, Nathan, it's not going to like this. What happened? What did the Sarnia Sting do that shouldn't have happened?
I think the neutral zone puck possession hasn't been great. The Sting are kind of weak in their neutral zone. They don't have a good.
I just want to bring this. Sorry
about that.
Yeah, there we go.
I think they need to be a bit more aggressive in the neutral zone. The second period, the Sting are typically not too bad, but they got a lot of work to do here in the third for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, we saw they come off Windsor recently.
Yep.
Another horrible beat there towards us. We've seen that twice. We got to play Windsor again on Friday.
Yep.
Saginaw is coming here on Monday.
For sure.
Are they thinking about that, or did they lose focus out here?
I think what they need to think about right now is the game they have at hand. Right now, the Sioux is 8th, the Sting are 7th, but the Sioux are they're trickling.
Yeah,
they could definitely bump us for sure.
Right.
Obviously, you also have Guelph Storm. They're in 10th, but they're not too far out of a spot as well. So I think they need to. They need to screw it on straight here, and they're going to come out and play a third hard.
Well,
period.
we talked about that, Nathan, where the Sioux are only 5 points behind right now. So if they win tonight, they're only 3. That really kind of screws things up. And then if Saginaw comes down on Monday and takes us out again, that doesn't really.
And Saginaw's not a slouch either. They're a really good hockey club, so they can come in here. They can blow us out. Obviously, the 8-2 to Windsor there the other night wasn't super great. You blow on the Guelph, and even Erie, the Erie game, I thought they could have played a lot better. And they're in tough here against the Sioux. I think
we've seen. I think it's 15 total if you call overtimes, and we've only come out winning 5. Shootouts and overtimes are not favored there. I was talking about that. So we don't want to see that here tonight.
Yeah.
Because we saw that last time when we were going. I was downstairs post-game setting up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
It just seems like this team has a lot of skills on it, Nathan.
They do.
They get to a certain point, and then they break.
So the acquisition of Liam Beanish, I was a little skeptical at first. He was a smaller forward. He comes in here now. He's almost a point-per-game player. He's definitely been great. He goes down there with a kind of an awkward hit. I think your 3-on-3 in the overtime, it's just the giveaways, and it's the puck possession for sure. I think they could do a lot better doing that. Obviously, like you said, they've only won 5 of those. But, I think power play as well. I think the power play needs to be a little bit better. I don't know what Alan Latang's running here, but it's almost like they step back during the power play. They need to be a bit more aggressive. They need to move their feet a bit more, move the puck a bit more. Power play needs some work for sure, and especially if you're going to the playoffs, you're going to play either London, Kitchener, or Windsor.
Right.
You don't want to fall to an 8 and play London. You're going to get rolled in 4. So I think the power play. I think everybody needs to be better. I think the goaltending tonight, Nick's having an off night for sure, but the defense isn't giving him any help.
Yeah. Do you think this is it wouldn't be fair to say an all-the-way team. I don't think anybody's fooled by that. But is this a team you see making the playoffs?
I think they make the playoffs, but it's going to be a miracle to make it out of the first round. But moving forward with the future, I think we have got a lot of good young guys on this team, and I think we're in a good spot moving forward for sure. But, playoff experience is something that it helps for sure. You obviously have young guys with Diorio. He's a stud. He's going to be good, second overall. I think you need to build around him. You need to get him in the playoffs, give him some jam, show him how it is in the OHL playoffs. It's a different game. It's harder hitting. They finish.
Some would
checks.
say we're in playoff hockey right now.
For sure, especially with the Sioux coming in here, they're in 8. Like this is a game where they're fighting for that.
And
that
they've
7,
got
8 seed.
Magnosa in there, who 2 goals tonight, and we talked about him pregame, saying this is a guy you need to look out for. Brady
sure.
Smith, who's got the other goal, also a guy to look out for. These are 2 strong powerhouses for this team.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think the skills are somewhat evenly matched. Like we compared like Beckham Edwards to Magnosa.
Yep.
They're pretty evenly matched, except the fact that Magnosa is 19 years old to Edwards, who's 17, but everything else is pretty close neck and neck. But there's something to be said for experience. For
sure, the experience. I mean, if you look at our OAs here, like you got Nicky back there. I think Felak and I don't know who the other one is. It's not Fisher. It's who is it? Felak and
for what? Sorry.
For our OAs.
Oh.
We're both drawing a blank here. That's all right.
And I haven't been drinking.
No, no, neither have I.
But I know what you're saying. We're short-handed on the OAs, and even Al Letang has said in postgame before, like, when you've got 4 or 5 seniors, if you will, holding up the rest of the
Tyson Doucette.
Yes, right.
Just committed, by the way. Yeah, I think the OAs, they bring something to the table for sure, but I don't know what they could do to be better. I think they obviously need to step up. Doucette's no slouch. He's going to be okay, and move it down the stretch in the playoffs. He should be okay. But I think that they definitely need to show these young guys how the league works and make their mark while they're still here.
Yeah, leadership for sure, right?
Absolutely.
Right on. Nathan, thanks so much for stepping in, my
Dave,
friend. Whenever Connor, we'll have you back again. So
awesome.
I always say I don't need to be the smartest guy in the room. I just wear the tie, so I appreciate guys like
Best
you.
looking anyway.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, TikTok friends, we're going to stay alive with you for a few. We're going to end out here on Facebook and YouTube. Now we do this thing at the end of 3. We go Sting Go. Okay, right. Here we go. I'm David Burrows, and my friend Nathan joining me.
I'm Nathan Rogerson.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Go Sting Go.